Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited to be with you here today on Energy Clearing for Life Force. It's been such an amazing week. This podcast is getting a lot of attention, and it's really interesting because I just keep it real. There's nothing fake in this show. It's just about helping you get to that next level of you. So today we're going to talk about future prophesizing because at the time this is being recorded, we're heading into 2022. You may be listening to this during 2022, but at the point that I'm recording this, we're at the very tippy end. As the days get shorter and shorter and shorter, as we're moving into a new year, and I wanted to talk about what I do each year to plan for the next year even during a time when there's so much uncertainty. Okay, because I want to start visioning the future, Erica. And here's the thing, if we don't actively place positive future in our lives, we could default to the negative future prophesizing that most likely got given to us as children. So most people were not given, you know, fabulous visioning. Next year is going to be the best year of our lives. Nobody was ever like, if I look back on a lot of different cultures, there's a critical mind. There's not going into the next year with absolute unbridled, holy moly, this is going to be the best year in my flippin' history. How's that even possible? Well, one of the ways that it's possible is by writing yourself a letter that is dated 1 year from now, and we write it in future tense, and we invite in things that we desired. So I can't believe like a year ago I got my horse. So his name is Jedi, and I had invited him in previously. And then it took me almost 6 months to find him. I looked and looked. I had very specific sort of things that I desired in a horse, and he ended up being pretty much all of them. So, how did I get so lucky? The last horse that I owned for 18 years, so I tend to be pretty solid once I'm in a relationship, I guess. Mm, nice. So what we want to do is we want to look ahead. We want to invite new things in, um, and just be open to what might be amazing. Okay. So just for the next few minutes, what we're going to do is a future prophesizing meditation. And I just would like you to let go of the real world for a minute. Just let go of whatever's bugging you, whatever is running around outside of you. Let go of the pain and the drama and the difficulties and whatever is kind of sticking you up or blocking you up or pain you might be feeling. And let's just go into kind of a zone of mm, relaxed, and it's kind of a state. It's a different state. It's like an imaginary state, like where where you're not stuck on every tangible piece of reality that's sticking itself into your life right now. In order to bring in a different future, we need to be letting go of some of the ways, clearing some of the old ways and allowing some of the new ways. Yeah. Mhm. So, just to be real, I actually invited in a copious amount of wealth into my life in the last 12 months. And I had some wealth that was stuck, and I allowed it to come in, that was sitting somewhere kind of in a reserve that I didn't have access to. and I changed that this last 24 months. So it's really been an interesting time for me. I've made a lot of change in what feels like a short period of time, um, which is very interesting. So I'm actually living what this podcast was intended to bring in, which was energy clearing for life force. I'm actually a living, breathing, walking, talking of that. How crazy is that? So now we want to expand even bigger. So expand out beyond the state you're in, expand out beyond the country you're in, expand out into the full universe, expand out, let go of the reality, expand out into the heavens, expand out into creation, expand out to where every single thing is possible and nothing is impossible anymore, and just open it up to whatever crazy wild ass dream might pop into your third eye, and just open it up even bigger. There we go. And now just invite in like one dream that if we just kind of imagine it being there. So this could be as simple as like a new car. This could be as, a brand new mansion. This could be a book that you want to have published. I actually am a publisher also, so you can hit me up for that if you're interested. Just a quick, yeah. So go ahead and just expand your energy out, bigger, out, and just see one thing done in your life that would really kind of show you that the magic exists still. I got a crazy one, guys. Cool. Now we're gonna just bigger, bigger. Ooh. Okay. And now I'd like you to invite in three things that if you just kind of keep going, like they're probably going to happen. Like for me, it might be my horse is healthy. It's December 2022, and my horse is healthy. Um, my children are happy, or my one daughter is in university, my other daughter is in college. These are things that, like, just a couple of things that are good, and if you just don't mess it up, the price stay good. These are really easy, tangible things. I have healthy feet. We want to do a couple of grounded, easy yeses. Maybe you have a really good relationship with a person. So it might be my relationship with this person is thriving. And something that's not far reached, something that's really easy that you can just have and you just know you can have it. And if you just kind of keep going, you'll have it. Um, Whatever that might look like for you. And just, if you can, uh, pause and jot it down, but invite a couple things into your reality next year that probably, for me, I'll probably have published 6 or 7 more books. So that would be easy. That would be just if I breathe, I'll probably end up doing that just because of who I am. Now going, we want to kind of expand the edges of imagination, and we want to invite in a couple of things into 2022 or the next year after, whenever you're listening to this. We want to invite in some things that are a little bit of a stretch. So these are a couple of things that, like, if we kick patootie, keeping it G-rated here, if we kick ass, um, couple things that might happen if we really like expand and do some really good stuff. Like some really good stuff happens. So I have 10 new clients sign with me. That would be really good. But I tend to only sign 1 or 2 new clients a month. So if 10 new clients sign with me, that's like good. Like it's good. It's not like the world is gonna come clattering to a big standstill in hallelujah celebration, but it's like that would be really good. And it wouldn't be easy. Like it would take me some energy to bring in new clients because I don't do that very easily myself. I'm very I don't know what, but it takes me a bit to get a new client in. Like it takes a bit of time getting all that to match up and line up and make sure everything's good. So go ahead and just invite in something that's a little bit crazy but not too crazy. So maybe it's like a vacation, like for instance, a trip to Maui or something. Maybe it's what would you like to have happen? So we want to go back into the wording of it. And so these are three things that are pretty good, like pretty good. Like they'd be really good, like if they happen. So maybe it's uh, some kind of amount per month that would be good to have. It might be a garden that you've been desiring to have planted. It's all planted and bearing fruit. Maybe it's, you know, a year ago at this time I was wanting a new horse in my life. I was, but I knew I was going to have one. So it was really like it was kind of an exciting reach, and yet I knew for sure it was like not deniable if I so desired it, right? Because I'd had horses my whole life, so it was going to happen. But it took a little energy, it took a little boost. Those are the kinds of things we want to list out here. And just go ahead and just imagine a couple new things in your life that would really, really change your life for the better. And also that you're pretty clear that could happen if you start just doing some things and shifting some things. Like you're pretty sure this can come about. Like this is not a far reach. This is, however, it's an accomplishment. Like these are the kinds of things we want to have here. So first we want to invite in a couple of really easy things, and then we want to invite in some things that are kind of, a little bit like ambitious and yet not flipping off the wall. Okay, good. So invite in a couple of those things into your future. And if you're getting stuck here, just relax and don't do it right now. And just know that you can come back and do this exercise when you have a little more space. So don't push yourself, oh, I didn't get the perfect thing. Like it's cool. Whatever. We just want to start thinking about it. Because the next part is really, really exciting. And this is where it really gets juicy. This is where I'd like to invite you to invite 3 to 4 pie in the sky, wild as F crazy dreams that you are just like, I have no idea how this would ever happen for me. It's pretty impossible. I'm going to invite it. So just go ahead and just um and back when my kids were really little and I had struggles with finances, like I could not imagine owning a new car with hardly any mileage. Okay? And let's just and yet I was able to invite that in. So go ahead and just invite in something like really crazy. I own a home in Italy, That'd be kind of like for me that's not a desire, but if I did desire that and I put it down, that'd be kind of fun, right? Someone that I know bought a house in Spain and um interesting, right? It was something she'd always dreamed of, and now she makes organic olive oil or something from real olives, which is crazy. So go ahead and just invite in some big dreams right now. Really just write them down like it's December 2022 and I can't believe it. I was able to blah, blah, blah. This happened for me. It was really amazing. This opportunity showed up and I was a yes to it, and it really changed everything for me. And really now go into that zone and invite in a couple of things that would kind of say to you, like, magic is real. Like, magic does happen. Synchronicity is possible. The world is kind, right? Mm. And just invite in. I like to do a couple of just crazy, wild ass things, inviting them in. And just kind of like invite this now Now you kind of have a set of things, of 10 things that you're inviting into the next year. And then here's some homework if you choose to accept it. You don't have to. So I actually do the dreamy thingy where I clip out images of what this represents, and I put them into some on a piece of paper, and I actually print that out, and I actually put it somewhere where I can glimpse at it, and it's kind of like it's a dream board more or less. And yet the way that I do it, I have a couple of things that I'll get for sure, like if I keep breathing, and then a couple things that are pretty challenging and yet are completely, totally within my reach to have if I just like, um, they're kind of really good things that I know that I can put into place if I line up the line up the pins and roll the balls at them. And then a couple things that are just crazy batshit wild that who the heck am I to even desire that crap? Like how crap that good yummy stuff. How can I even desire that good of a life, right? How can I even desire that, airplane that I own, right? Like that would be wild. That's not even one of my dreams, but seeing the inside of private jets does make me kind of like salivate just a teens. Mm, perfect. So that is your future prophesizing meditation. So come back to reality. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. This is Energy Clearing for Life Force Meditation podcast. And I have hundreds of shows now. And I just got told that my show is in the top 1.5% of podcasts globally, which is just astounding because I just come on and share my little meditations. It's just kind of a fun show that I built for because I could. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being a beautiful audience and maybe share this with a friend. Maybe I can get to top 1% next year. Thanks again. Have a great day.